Welcome to another session of Be Kinetic. It's probably the area that I enjoy the most is to work and journey with clients around creating what we typically call a high performance culture, or within the safety arena, this resilient safety culture. And so often as I deal with managers and executives that are frustrated because they do not have the culture, the intensity, the performance from the people that they are looking for. And they're struggling to create this working environment where the potential of their people are really coming forward, that they are flourishing and they want to come to work. Which is really sad, because if you read any research from Gallup, is over 3 million people have been surveyed, and the current statistic is 87% of people are disengaged. They don't want to go to work. They're going through the motions. And so if we want to be effective leaders, if we want to create these resilient safety cultures, if we want to create these high performance environments, is we've got to be finding ways to get our people engaged, to ignite their passion, to bring their whole mind, soul, just their whole being into what they are doing. And so literally over the next couple of months, I want to be looking at a couple of ways, some really practical ways of which we can do that. And I think from the offset, that most probably, I don't want to say the most important, but it definitely lays the foundation, is what we as leaders really think about our people and how we interact and talk with them. I always kind of get a chuckle, but it's more of a disappointment when I walk into companies and then you see these banners or value statements, and typically one of them would go, "We care about our people," or "Our people are our number one priority," or within the safety arena it would be safety is our highest priority because we want our people to go home safely. And there's something of that mindset. But when I leave the foyer of the company and I go into a meeting, or I'm walking around with that senior manager, it's always noteworthy to see how they talk and interact. And typically when managers see their people as just there to do a job, and you've got to pay them to do the work that they are doing, and they don't have the confidence, the belief, the excitement towards their own people. Many times I hear this, "But my people are lazy." See, that's a belief system. If you believe your people are lazy, then you're going to approach them in a certain way. You're going to lead them in a certain way. If you believe your people have a bad attitude, then it's going to be your responsibility to make them have a good attitude. Wouldn't it be far more potent, far more effective if we change our belief system concerning our people? Because I want to say this, and I really hate this word, bad people. It's most probably one of the words I despise the most. But if we have this so-called bad people, is why are we hiring them? And I'm convinced is that typically what happens is we hire good people, and then what happens is they lose their motivation. They come motivated, they come eager to do a job. They want to give their all, but because of the working conditions, the way in which they are treated, is they lose that mindset. They lose that excitement for their job. And so if we're sitting with people that aren't functioning at their full potential, is we've got to be asking ourselves, what did we do as leaders to take this person who is excited, who wanted to do a good job, and now they've kind of disengaged. And that is our responsibility. And if we believe that they are pathetic, that they are no good, that they need to be manipulated, if we believe that we've got to force them to work, it is definitely going to impact on how we interact with them. And so if we want to create these cultures, these environments, is what do we believe about our people? And if we see our people as full of potential, if we see our people who want to do a good job, if we see our people who really want to contribute, if we see them as people that can do things with excellence, is we're going to treat them differently. We're going to engage with them differently. If I believe that my people are full of this potential, guess what? I'm going to ask them questions for their ideas and their suggestions. I'm going to go, I can trust them. I can delegate to them. And again, I hear this so often is where managers say they can't delegate because they can't trust their people. Again, that's a belief system. Imagine if we approach our people from a whole different mindset, a whole different attitude. And I think connected with that is that if I have a belief system, or whatever belief system I have, is how I'm going to talk to people. If I believe in someone, I'm going to go, I appreciate you, I respect you, I need you, you are someone that adds value, you are a contributor. But if I don't believe in my people, or I don't see them as contributors, I'm going to be at a meeting where I'm going to dictate. I'm simply going to give instructions. I'm not going to be listening to ideas. I'm going to shoot people down. I'm going to take the attitude of it's my way or the highway. I may not use those words, but that is really what it comes down to. And if I talk to people that way, if I'm short with them in my conversation, I cut them off, is I'm not empathic in my listening, I don't really care, and people pick that up. If I'm dismissive, guess what's going to happen is my people are going to disengage, and then we're going to reinforce this 87% of people who are not engaged in their workplace, and then we make this ridiculous because then we blame them and go, yeah, I told you they disengaged. I told you that they have this poor attitude. But no, they're a reflection of what we believe and how we talk to them. Wouldn't it be wonderful if in every meeting is we respect our people, we listen to our people? It doesn't mean we do everything they say. It doesn't mean that we just become sissies and they run the show. No, we still are the people with responsibility. We still are the leaders. But in which way are we doing that? And there's something about moving away from just having a post or a banner or a certificate that says we care about our people, but do we genuinely care? Is it something that is coming out of us? It's something that we emulate, or is it something on a to-do list? But as soon as we're under pressure, is the real us comes about, and we demonstrate a different mindset. And so I really want to encourage you is to really examine, to have a look in the mirror, to go, if we want to create this high-performing culture, if we want to have a resilient safety culture, we need to create something of an environment, something of an atmosphere, and it starts with what we think and believe about our people. And if we don't see the best in them, we might want to go and examine that. We might want to reflect on ourselves and maybe make a shift within our own leadership. So definitely in the months to come, in the sessions that we're going to do, is immediately there's 7 other things that come to my mind, and as we progress we might have a look at other areas. So I'm looking forward to exploring these ideas, to unpacking them, and to give you something that is really practical, user-friendly, and that will make a tremendous difference in your leadership to create this high-performing culture. So looking forward to spending time with you. I really count it an immense privilege. And as we go down this journey, let's be kinetic.
Perfect. Cut.